let's keep on keeping on then. Learn all the things. Hey, Butch. Throne of Games! Oh dear. Stop hitting me! Shh! No spoilers in the library. Don't you dare, Butch. Studying? Alright. Oh no. I've barely got the door open when I hear the yelling from upstairs.
Well, what did you expect was going to happen? You know the rules, Sally.
Oh crap, I hope that isn't what I think it is.
Come on, Dominic!
Maybe I should get up there. Sally's gonna need backup. Yeah, in this case, I fully agree. We gotta help. I close the door behind me and run upstairs. It looks like everyone else was home too, as they're all watching the scene in the hall. Dominic is yelling at poor Sally while she clings to Vegemite.
No, Sally, you know the rules. I walked you through them just like I walked everyone else through them. No pets allowed. It's rule number 2 for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, because we've never broken a rule before.
That's not helping your case, Sally.
So what, you're just gonna kick me out of the house? Because I didn't want to see a poor puppy freeze on the street?
One way or another, that dog is leaving this house, Sally. If you want to go with him, I'm not gonna stop you.
Don't blow a gasket, Douchenik. What's the big deal here, anyway? Both Sally and Dominic seem surprised to see me standing at the top of the stairs.
Stay out of this, Max. This is a violation, and I have to deal with this as Latin House's RA.
By now, Sally's just flat out crying. The others leave their rooms. Isabella gives me a nod hello, then leans over toward my ear.
Poor Sally. Dominic came home early and caught her bringing Vegemite back in from his walk. No way to back out of it now.
I nod to Isabella as Dominic continues to chew out Sally.
Can't believe you'd be so irresponsible. Not to mention so inconsiderate to your fellow housemates. Did you ever take their feelings into account when you decided to bring that dog here? What if they were allergic?
Actually, I'm not allergic at all. Anybody else? Everyone else shakes their head while Dominic frowns.
Regardless, what about the mess, Or the disturbance to your studying? I don't think Vegemite's ever disturbed my studying. You guys?
We all shake our head, no.
I know what you're trying to do here, and it's not going to work, damn it. She broke the rule. The dog's gotta go.
Oh, please, Douchenik. We all know you'll never report this infraction. You don't want the mark on your record.
Ha! So true. You two delinquents, shut it. I know you knew about this violation and didn't report it, so don't think you're not on my watch list.
Sally's actually a very responsible pet owner, Dominic. Don't you feel you're being a bit hard on her?
I'm sorry, but these are the rules. What am I supposed to tell the housing committee? Oh, sorry. I thought that rule was just a suggestion. I do not believe it is strictly necessary that you inform the housing committee. He's right. Nobody says you have to tell them.
They're right. You can just keep this under wraps, you know? It's not like we're gonna go blabbing about it.
Besides, I'll help her take care of it, man, so everybody chill. This is bullshit, and you know it, Douchenik. We've had alcohol, we partied late. I can't think of a single rule on your stupid list we haven't broken.
Seriously, we've committed crimes, so just let us keep doing it. It's not a defense. Why would you think it is? It's not a federal prison, Dominic. It's a dorm. We're college kids. We're practically required to break the rules. Not me.
Fine. You're so worried about it disturbing our study and leaving a mess. I volunteer to make sure that doesn't happen.
What? No, that's not the point.
I can take care of Vegemite just fine, thank you very much.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I'll make sure he stays out of trouble while you study. Come on, Dom, you already know my grades are a waste. And that way you have nothing to be concerned about. That should rather neatly answer your concerns, Dominic.
Listen! You're not 6, and you don't get to keep him just because you promised to take him walkies every day. He's not allowed.
Oh yes, if Max is keeping an extra eye on him, then it shouldn't be a problem at all.
It would be useful to have an extra set of eyes on him. Yes, I think that fixes everything, Max.
Listen to me!
Everyone in the room just turns to glare at Dominic. I'd laugh if it weren't supposed to be serious.
Oh, fine. Do what you want. What am I? Just the RA. Who even cares?
Oh, don't be such a drama queen.
Oh! I don't remember getting points with Anne last time.
Everyone but Dominic lets out a cheer at that.
Man, I'm so responsible with my puppy looking after skills.
I mean, I don't need a college education. When they kick me out, I'm sure I'll find a very nice bridge to die under. Oh, stop being such a drama queen.
We all laugh as Sally puts Vegemite down on the carpet and finally lets him explore the house as freely as he wants.
Drama Queen Douchenik. Just relax. Shh. No one wants to hear it, Chad. Nobody. Alright, studying. Another event.
Wait, we're doing what?
You called everyone together, right?
Yeah, they're gonna meet us down at the Landers building, but none of us knew what this was about. You didn't tell us we were having some stupid battle of the bands.
I grabbed us some tickets the day after we went shopping for Valentine's.
And you didn't tell me that you'd gotten them?
I don't tell you when I take a dump either, yet it happens all the same.
This is why I write the lyrics. Fine, come on, let's go.
Hang on. Have you seen my car keys?
Are you kidding me?
I can't remember if Anne's here or not, or if it's just Isabella. Should I do it? Should I do it? This would be good exposure for the band, though. Screw it.
Are you a goddamn idiot and wash them with your pants?
Have I ever told you what a pain in the dick it is having a best friend who knows me so well? 'Cause it's a huge one. Come on. 10 minutes later, we're in my van driving towards the Landers building. When we arrive, I see the others standing by with a few minimal instruments. Luckily, I still had Slim's drums in my van from our last practice.
So what is the actual plan here, Max?
Easy. We've got 2 tickets already. Each of us grabs one of the others and flashes our 2 tickets as we go by. Then we'll hand the tickets off to the next pair behind the taker's back.
Really? There's no way that plan will work.
Oh, ye of little faith. Another few minutes later, and maybe a little finagling in line, and all 4 of us are standing in the main room. Looks like the stage area is a bit spur of the moment. It's probably just a normal meeting hall that they added a bit of stage area and some curtains to. What have we learned?
Oh, shut up.
Alright, this thing is kind of open mic, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna go sign us up. Everybody keep quiet about having done gigs, alright?
Are we actually even allowed to compete in this thing?
Are we or are we not the best band in this area?
Yeah, fine.
Luckily, the sign-up sheet is still pretty empty. Looks like there's not a lot of competition. I think about using a fake name for a few seconds, but all the other bands wrote their proper names. I quickly write Back Alley Flash on the sheet. Looks like I was just in time, too. Just as I finish, some lady picks up the paper and walks off behind the stage. Just as I rejoin the others, I see Chad come up to the mic. I honestly can't believe my eyes.
Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Battle of the Bands. Hope you're all totally ready to rock, man. When we call your name, come backstage. You've got 5 minutes to get set up. Myself and the other judges will let everyone know the winner at the end of the night.
Well, shit. Whatever, I'll overcome it. We're still the best band here. Nothing I hear for the next 2 hours leads me to believe any differently. When they finally call our name, I send Memphis up to let them know we're here, while I help Slim and Jerry get the equipment in. Backstage, just before we get on, I'm trying to keep my head low when I hear a familiar voice behind me.
Chad's probably gonna throw you guys out, you know.
What? I barely even touched his girlfriend, I swear. How'd he end up a judge, anyway?
Last minute replacement, actually. Just your bad luck, I guess.
I see Memphis gesturing at me from the stage. I give Isabella my best grin and wink. Sorry, babe, gotta hit the stage. You know I love that spotlight. Isabella just grins at me as I get out under the lights and grab the mic. 3 songs later, the crowd is on their feet, stomping and clapping for more. We gracefully leave the stage. Oh dear. Always leaving wanting more, right? Our drum set is still on stage, just in case we manage to swing an encore. Finally, with the stage clear, Chad comes to the front of the stage and looks out over the crowd.
I guess we can tell who got the popular vote. Unfortunately, by judge decision, I'm afraid that Back Alley Flash is going to have to be disqualified.
It's heartening to hear the crowd booing Chad.
Look, I'm sorry, but we have it on authority that Back Alley Flash is a professional band under our rules.
Despite the crowd booing again, it seems Chad's not going to budge.
Confront?
I look over at Memphis, who just gives me the stink eye. Isabella is backstage looking at me expectantly. Chad is just smirking at me triumphantly. When in doubt, rock it out. I strum out a few quick power chords while I face the audience. Apparently you guys didn't like us that much. Otherwise we would have heard you cheering. Just as I expected, the crowd cheers loudly for us. I can't hear you guys. That's better. So I guess the real question here is, do you punks like to rock? I've got the crowd where I want him now. Memphis is strumming his bass and Slim lays out a simple beat. Well, that answers that question. I figured you guys were rockers. Only problem is this douchebag over here thinks you guys are idiots. The crowd boos loudly at Chad.
What? I didn't say that. You guys broke the rules, it's simple fact.
Oh yeah, because Mother effin' Rock is about rules? I'm sorry you're jealous, dude, but it doesn't mean you get to stand in the way of what these people want. Another cheer! I'm working this crowd for all it's worth. Finally, I give Memphis a signal to break into a simple song for a bit. He starts wowing the crowd with a great solo, much to their adoration. Meanwhile, I walk over to Chad. Come on, man. I'm not exactly a professional yet, just a few gigs around town. More importantly, I'm going to be a professional. And this crowd's not going to let you stop me. You can't stand in the way of this, and you won't. My gaze meets Chad's head-on. We stare at each other like that for a few moments.
Whatever, fine. I'll go tell the committee. Just don't expect to pull some kind of stunt like this off again, punk.
Chad storms off behind the wings. The people who notice cheer loudly.
Isn't this the part where you crush a beer can on your head?
Yeah. But honestly, do you think he would have caved if I'd begged and pleaded?
No, you played it the right way. I'm just saying, don't try any of that alpha male crap on me. Got it, hot stuff?
You know you're the tops with me, babe. Now if you'll excuse me, I believe that's an encore they're calling for. Isabella smiles that gorgeous, seductive smile at me as I turn to head into another number. I think she liked that display.
Well, that's all you're gonna get, Issa. I came for the band. I swear. Maybe a little bit for you. No oming in the library, Sally. We won't stand for it. Studying. Chess. Study. Boy, running out of energy real quick. 91. Oh boy. What should I do about this energy stuff? Should I roll the dice? Hope for the best? Let's roll the dice. I like to live dangerously. Wahaha! Oh.
Come on, Max. I want you to see this. I'm coming. We move through the trees. Rakesh just looks so excited. I guess it's rubbing off. Rakesh had come to get me almost the second I'd left class. It was about time for lunch, though, so I had an hour or so. He led me to the park without saying much else, just that he was happy I was free for a bit. Finally, we hit a clearing, and I watched him spread his arms very theatrically. On the ground is a rather elaborate and incredibly put-together picnic lunch. Holy cow, you set all this up? Well, I may have purchased a few of the things in the basket, but otherwise... Crap, I wish you told me, Rakesh. I already made plans for lunch to study with Anne. Rakesh's face falls terribly. I feel really bad, but this was such a surprise. I understand, Max. I'm so sorry. Really. It's okay. Go on, I did not wish to interrupt your plans. I just wanted your opinion on the setup anyway. Oh, in that case, bro, it's great. You're sure to impress. I wave goodbye as I make my way back to the campus. Rakesh seems pleased at my praise.
Just 'cause we kissed doesn't mean I'm gonna have a romantic picnic with you this time.
What? You better not have said what I think you just said.
I was trying to get an early night, but Isabella's screaming snapped me awake. Last I remember, she was supposed to be hanging out with Chad tonight. I guess their date went pretty well. Maybe we all got lucky and Chad finally did something stupid enough to get kicked to the curb. A quick look at my clock shows it's pretty late. I wonder if I should see what's going on. Isabella's calmed down a little bit, so I can't really make out what they're saying from here. Not this time. Then again, it would feel a lot like snooping on her personal business. I should probably leave them alone to work out their issues. I put my head back down and try to cover my ears with a pillow. A few minutes later, I could hear a thumping noise as somebody large went down the stairs and out the door. After that, things were quiet again and I could get back to sleep.
Oh, Isa! You look terrible.
The next morning, I ran into Isabella at the dining room table, slowly eating breakfast. She looked awful, like she'd been crying all night. Are you okay?
It's fine, Max.
Are things okay with Chad?
I'll thank you not to mention the name of that asshole again.
I quickly throw up my hands defensively and back away into the kitchen. I guess things didn't go so great last night after all. I may have wanted Chad out, but I didn't want Isabella hurt so bad by it.
Aw, poor Isa. Maybe you shouldn't have asked about it so soon. Get out of here, Chad.
Nobody wants you.
Oh boy, maybe I should have scheduled more sleep. An event. Oh no, St. Paddy's Day!
Alright, everyone's covered in green today. Heck, everything is. Except me, but that's okay. Don't get me wrong, I love St. Paddy's Day. If you're gonna make up a holiday for getting drunk is about as good as it gets. But you know the old rules. If you're not wearing green, you get a pinch. And nothing invites the ladies to get a little touchy-feely like an excuse to give a cute stud a pinch. I've already gotten a few cute co-eds eager to pinch the non-believer. At any rate, I'm sure the folks at Latin House are planning some kind of big blowout bash, regardless of Dominic's desires, naturally. I've been in my room the last few hours, wondering if I want to try to sneak out before it gets started.
Nope.
I could probably find a party way hotter than what Dushnik will let us throw, but, nah, it's always better getting drunk with friends. I'm sure we can drink Dominic under a table, and then we can have some real fun. I spend the next hour or so going through my special hidden stash. Hopefully we've got some green food coloring or something. If I'm not heading out to the wild parties, I may as well make the party here as wild as possible. When I hear the knock on my door, I'm ready for whatever the night holds. Hey, Max. Isabella says she's got a whole slew of games for us tonight. So you should get your ass in gear before I drink all the good booze. Given how mopey Isabella's been since she broke up with Chad, I'm surprised she's this invested in St. Patrick's Day. Maybe she's just using the party as an excuse to get over her ex-boyfriend. I follow Rakesh down the stairs, where I see that the crew has been busy. There are cards laid out, green beer and some kind of green punch in a giant bowl. So what's the proof on that punch, Isabella?
It'll put hair on your chest, then knock those hairs out and grow all new, stronger super hairs.
Sounds like my kind of drink. I reach up a hand and high-five Isabella while going to get a glass of punch. Just for good measure, I slip a bit of the concoction I was working on earlier in my room in there. I can see Anne eyeing me from across the room. I give her a wink and she just shakes her head. One sip later and I swear my vision went blurry for a second. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Where's Dominic? I'm surprised he let you get away with this. Isabella just grins and points over to the study nook. Sitting there, tied at the wrists and ankles, wearing a blindfold and gag is Dominic. Hanging around his neck is a sign that simply says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." I can almost see his frown deepen as he hears me guffawing at his predicament.
No, this is perfect, see? This way he has plausible deniability if anyone finds out about the party. Not his fault he was tied up. By desperados.
Everyone laughs at that. Well, everyone except Dominic.
Enough of this small talk. Tonight we test the luck of the Irish.
Wait, which one of us is Irish?
Quiet, you! First, pin the shamrock on the leprechaun.
The alcohol starts flowing early and freely, and I take all I can get. I don't know how we did it, but somehow between Isabella's punch and my own concoction, we've made some of the tastiest liquor I've ever had. Luckily, Isabella's games begin to take progressively less skill, and progressively more drinking. We play a bunch of different silly party games with drunken penalties. Isabella even got her hands on a snake-shaped piñata. When we finally managed to drunkenly beat it open, it was full of jello shots in little plastic cups. Turns out Rakesh had actually made it special. Finally, after a while, we're all sitting on the floor around the study nook. Dominic continued struggling to get out of his bindings as we started playing a simple game of truth or dare. Okay, I choose Sally.
Okay. Dare.
Oh, you should let out the loudest belch you can.
What? That's gross, Rakesh.
Too bad you have chosen to be daring. Sally takes a drink of the punch, weaving in place a little before taking a deep breath, and letting out the smallest burp any of us have heard. Everyone laughs as Sally turns bright red.
I can't just burp on command. Shut up. Whatever, it's my turn now, so shut up.
Sally turns toward me with a wicked look in her eyes.
Okay, Max, truth or dare?
Don't want to... I'll say I don't want either this time. I really can't stand this game. Can't we just skip my turn?
Sounds like someone just volunteered for a dare. Okay, I dare you to show us your ass.
Are you kidding me?
These girls. Oh, hell yeah, it's a full moon tonight.
Anne covers her eyes as I sigh and turn around. I notice she's peeking through her fingers, though. I lower my pants to the catcalls and cheers of my roommates. Maybe I milk it a little bit, but I've always been the type to put on a show. Finally, I lift my pants back up to boos and jeers. Happy.
All right, nice one, Max. Your turn now.
Finally. Okay, I choose Isabella. We continue around the circle like that for another few hours. In the morning, I wake up in my own bed, feeling like death is trying out a new drum solo behind my sinuses. I can only vaguely remember making my way back upstairs, but everything feels fuzzy. I head downstairs towards the kitchen for a bit of water, only to find everyone else standing at the bottom of the stairs. I go down to them and look in the same direction, and my jaw hits the floor. Don't tell me. We never... Sitting in a chair in the study, silently fuming, Dominic waits to be untied. Not it! Luckily, when it was all over, Rakesh lost the rock, paper, scissors contest. The rest of us were well on our way to Isabella's cafe for some morning coffee before Dominic finally got set free.
Phew! Speaking of water, I think I'll have some. Oh dear. Rakesh. Yes, that's why I need your help, Max. I cannot paint all these flowers by myself in one night.
I already told you I have plans for tonight, though, right? I'd have to skip out on Anne. You probably shouldn't be painting those flowers at all, you know. They're in a park, Rakesh. Isn't that illegal?
I am nearly positive that it would be viewed as a public service.
Unfortunately, I really do have to meet with Anne tonight. We have to put the last touches on our final essay soon. Oh. Rakesh puts on a small domino mask.
Well, I suppose it cannot be helped then.
That boy's going to get in some serious trouble. Still, I don't know if it's worth missing tonight's session with Anne.
Okay, I think I need to play event to do the thing with Anne. I think. Okay, good. Phew.
Godspeed, you ridiculous man.
You're gonna need it.
I have to put Rakesh out of my head for now. Anne is coming over. I've actually been trying to put together my half of the opinions for our essay. It has not been going well. Hopefully Anne has been doing a better job of things. I almost feel bad about it. Just as I'm thinking about going upstairs to knock on Anne's door, I hear a knock coming from the front door.
Weren't you in your room?
I open it just a crack to see Roxanne standing on our front stoop, looking slightly put out like she always does. Roxanne, hi. What brings you here?
I was told that this is where Dominic the TA lives. I missed an assignment and he was supposed to provide me with a replacement.
Oh yeah, this is the place all right. He's our RA too. Hang on, I'll get him for you. I walk away from the open door, gesturing toward the couch for Roxanne to take a seat. Hey, doucheneck! You got a pretty redhead up front asking for your phone number! I watch Roxanne's face for a reaction, but other than just rolling her eyes, she doesn't give me anything. She's back to just ignoring me as usual.
Oh, come on, that was pretty funny, though.
I head back over to the kitchen table where my notes are spread out. I figure I'll let Roxanne clear out before I call Anne down.
You're quite spread out. Which class is that for?
She always has that mildly disapproving tone, but I guess now I'm good enough to talk to. Professor Tasks, Anne and I were going to prep up tonight. Is that all I should expect out of her? Maybe now it's my turn to carry the conversation. So, did you ever get a good partner?
Yes, my partner and I are doing quite well, thank you. I have no doubt we will pass with flying colors. As long as we are here, I simply must ask, why wouldn't you have chosen me as your study partner?
Wait, really? Has it honestly been bothering you?
I would not say it has been bothering me. I simply am curious. I am clearly superior to Anne in academics. What could your reasoning be?
You really think you're a better bookworm than Anne? I find that pretty hard to believe. I mean, she's got a great head on her shoulders. In more ways than one, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I do. But yes, I think I can academically outperform Anne. Listen, I am not saying I am unaware of myself. I realize I'm not the easiest person to get to know. But none of that should matter when working on a project like this. This is a test of pure scholastic quality, and in that I am incredibly well versed. What? Excuse me. What drove you to choose Anne? What made her the clear choice? If I'm being honest, I wanted to impress her.
Is that right, though? Should I say she brings out my best?
Honesty is the best policy.
I look away from Roxanne's gaze for a few moments. Well, it sounds dumb, but I wanted to impress Anne. I know when we started this, she was thinking she was going to have to carry me through the assignment. I wanted the chance to show her that I could hold my own, you know? That I could actually hack this sort of thing. I don't know how well I'm going to succeed at it, the studying thing I mean, but at least I tried. And I think I might be a better student for it, all things considered. Roxanne scowls at my answer and looks away again. I guess she didn't like something in my answer.
Oh, but Anne did. More importantly, the point is that I am Max's partner.
I look over towards the stair in surprise. Dominic and Anne are coming down the stairs, both with a bunch of papers in hand.
Evening, Roxanne. Here's the assignment. Do you need me to go over anything with you?
Yes, there are a few things I need clarification on. We should go somewhere quieter so as not to disturb these two.
Anne and Roxanne glare at each other for a few moments. Well, Anne glares and Roxanne just stares in that icy way she does.
What is going on with you two?
Roxanne and Dominic head back upstairs, looking over the assignment he'd given her. Did you hear us?
Only a bit, really. Don't worry about it.
Finally, with all the distracting people out of the way, it's time for Anne and I to get down to business.
And... good. 96%. That's not bad. We ended up with more energy. And
And 670 grades, looking good. 264 organized, 192. I think we're doing pretty good.